So, many of you are jealous of the kinds of resources that I have here at the shipyard, and you're only gonna get more jealous when you see this. Yes. So no, this is not my workshop. This is not my space, but I do have access to it, and we have our very own little tiny sail loft. So one thing I think many people don't realize is sail loft is a no-shoe environment. So you gotta walk around in bare feet or sock feet or slippers if you have any kind of forethought. So as I said, this isn't my shop, this is Liz's shop. She is a very experienced sailmaker of 26 years of experience. So I'm in good hands. I should be able to do this. I can't screw up too badly, right?
Hopefully.
So these are the cushions. Well,
they're so 70s.
They're old and tired, but this should give us a ballpark idea, I guess, of how much material we need.
Do you want to do this like piping thing around it? I mean, it depends. I mean, it's really all straight lines.
This one or this one?
This one or this one? I would say maybe the darker. It depends. Is there like a lot of white fiberglass in there? Yeah. So if we aim for the 60-inch,
yeah,
then which is pretty standard. So we're gonna go with. There we go. So this is our choice. Yeah. Which I think is going to look lovely. I've always said that with the fiberglass, go with a gray instead of like anything with gray tones, because it'll pull out the white in the fiberglass instead of like brown or yellows, because that just will make it look old. But aside from that, I mean, it's really personal choice. Like, kind of what you want to do. I mean, I've seen people do their interiors like with the sunflower yellow or all kinds of things.
And then there's, of course, all the standard housing stuff. So like a dark color obviously makes the space feel smaller. A light color stains easier. These are all just normal things. Of course, Umbrella is a very sturdy fabric that is not sensitive to UV. It's not easily stained. It is incredibly robust and also a little expensive. Calculated for the bits down the sides, and that gives us our yardage for one section. Can we set them up diagonally?
Yeah, I think we'll be fine.
Okay.
As always.
Contribute to your scrap bin afterwards.
Okay. So you're looking about $240.
So, done some basic calculations. We're about $500 in on fabric, and that's a really good deal. So this fabric is not cheap, just so you know.
Forbidden knowledge is seam stick. Everything is fucking taped together.
Okay, got it. Yeah. It's all taped.
It's all taped together. Don't tell anyone.
It was all taped the whole time.
The tape is really to hold things together while you're trying to get this massive thing through a machine.
Yeah.
So it's, if you're finding something like that, you may not feel like you need it if you're finding it easy to hold the seams together and everything. There's our new piece of Velcro. This is what's called a walking foot machine. So you've got 2 feet, and you can see as it sews how they kind of walk in tandem.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, and you can see underneath how it's got that curve inside.
Yeah.
That's the piping foot. So what happens is you put the plastic through and your umbrella, and then
it
it'll
folds it and then punches right next to it.
Exactly. So controlling, this is your. Don't do this while the needle is down, because you see it moving. This is your reverse. And this is forward.
Whoa, you just did that while thought you said you couldn't do it when the needle's down.
Yeah, I know, but you can do it while you're doing it.
Oh, God. You can't give me rules like that and then just flip them upside down.
You can do it. I just don't like to fuck with the innards too much.
Yeah, alright.
Sorry. Threads coming through. This is your tensioner here. I mean, this is all very technical terms.
The thing. And
The
then
thing.
It goes and touches the other thing.
And then it comes down through here.
And the pointy thing stabs it through the thing.
Yeah.
And then the other thing comes in and hooks that line over and over and over again.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
I fixed my mom's sewing machine.
Oh, fab. Oh, you know what you did. Okay. So yeah, so now the only other thing is on this machine.
That's a weird control, yeah.
Yeah, so what this is your foot. This is the one thing I love about industrial machines over home machines, is that I can do everything with my knee.
Yeah, it's like you're a one-man band with your...
Exactly. Alright, so come sit.
Okay, I feel like I'm at the helm of a quite powerful machine here.
You are. Watch your fingers.
Yeah. hard to. Ooh.
Oh my gosh, you're born natural.
And then you just twist. Oh no, I did it. I can see. I lifted
okay.
it. I lifted it while the needle was up instead of putting it down.
It's not the end of the world.
I can. I don't. Do I want to grab this forward and manually like I do?
Yeah, you can do that.
Residential machines.
I'll do that if I'm doing stuff like in tight little kind of corners and.
Yeah. Okay. Now I got it backwards and I can just keep going forward. Jesus, that happens fast.
Yep. And they're all different.
Oh wow. Okay. It's just like so much more violent than a residential machine. Like the vibration and the like punch. Like it's, you could tell that would go right through leather.
You want to try the big machine?
Kinda, yeah.
This one is my main workhorse machine. I do all the sewing for sales. Basically, yeah, this is my sail repair
So
machine.
she's able to do the big zigzags. She's able to have the really long arms. You can get sails under.
Yeah. So doing like UV covers, you don't have to have everything folded over.
Cool.
That one would be a seaming machine because it does a 3-step.
Okay.
So you can see there's 3 stitches on every zig and zag.
Punch.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is what you would do to re-seam machines, do spinnakers, or
How old is this machine?
pretty ancient.
And then you have 2 more machines in this corner.
This one here is for doing bags, dinghy sails.
You have it set up basically for light stitching.
Yeah,
like the lighter
like-
thread.
This is actually a tailoring machine.
Right.
So I mean, I could make clothes on this, that kind of thing. So, and then that one's purely like
This is your straight stitch kind of muscle machine. It's got
canvas
a lot of punch.
work, leather
Right.
corners on sails that are too big for the other machine. So
Great.
yeah.
Cool. Let's go lose a limb. Sail material. Right.
Yeah, it's some probably 7-8 ounce fabric, and this is the big machine. I don't have the foot hooked up right now because I'm working on it. This one being a long arm, it's a little hard to. Yeah. Come give it a go.
Yeah. Okay.
You can do it.
God damn it. It just doesn't. It's really hard to feather this thing.
Yeah, I find this one actually takes off a lot more than my other big one. You know, it's the.
Holy. So now, to learn, to start off with, the first thing I'm doing, kind of low stakes, is Honey has broken her jacket. She's got like 6 of these, okay? She's more fashionable than I am. But she's torn through some of this Velcro, so we're putting in a new piece, and I'm going to try and not put my finger through this thing right now. Set it down right on the corner.
Yeah, if you're gonna use your foot here.
Oh, this is making me nervous.
You got it.
If I handle a welder, I can handle this freaking machine is terrible. Well,
This one's broken in.
ladies and gentlemen, Honey's Velcro is fixed up. Now the rest of the sewing will all be time lapses, and you won't hear me cussing and swearing. You excited? You excited? Oh, you see what I've got for you, do you? I know. So exciting. So exciting.
Yeah.
Girl.
Oh. Really?
There you go. How about that, huh? Huh? Look at that. Much better, huh? Much better. All right, we done the test run. Honey's got her jacket all fixed up. Time to me to fix up all the sail covers because the first thing that goes on anything sewn are the stitches. So we're redoing the stitching.
This is the third time you're going to be caught fighting this quarter, Mr. Freeman. This time it was a brawl against 5 other boys. What happened to him?
He got in the way.
You have 2 options, Mr. Freeman. The first is that both of your boys are expelled from school.
Ooh, I'll take that one. Pick that one, Granddad.
We've got the material, and that's great, but I also need foam because I can't reuse the old stuff. It's pretty beat up. I also can't use the old stuff as a template because it's pretty beat up and not really holding its shape anymore. So I have to base the template off of the actual cutouts for where the cushions actually sit, and I also have to calculate the angle at which it sits because the slope of the hull slopes away from the cushion, and if you just make it square then there's a weird pocket for grime and dust and stuff to collect. Mark that all on some garden cloth and send it over to my foam guy. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap up today's episode here. I want to thank Skillshare for sponsoring this episode, and we'll talk about them in a second, but the foam and those templates, what you saw, the garden material, I sent that off to the foam guy in Nanaimo. $900 later, I'm going to go pick it up in a couple days, and we will be stitching those together soon and finishing the boat properly. I've still got solar to install. Those lights made a huge difference, and there's a couple instruments that still need tweaking, as well as a little bit more work to do on that engine before she is perfect. But perfection is the enemy of completion, so practice makes perfect, and Skillshare knows all about that. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of courses on a broad spectrum of topics. Lately, I've been digging into lettering, and you guys will see that in an upcoming episode, but hand lettering essentials for beginners, a course put on by Mary Kate McDavitt. As I've talked to you about before, Skillshare really breaks down a course into chapters. Each chapter is just a few minutes long, from 3 to like 8 minutes long, short, concise, way more concise than you're going to find on YouTube, and no ad bits, no preambles, just the course, just the essentials, and edited down and concise and clean. And that's what I like the most about these programs, is like I was getting into something I don't know anything about, is somewhere between calligraphy and typography. And Skillshare has been holding my hand, teaching me the essentials so that I could go ahead and paint the name on a boat. I can go the spectrum, closer to typography or closer to calligraphy. And they've got courses on those two as well. If you are interested in checking out Skillshare's thousands of courses, the first 1,000 of you can check out the link in the description and sign up for a free trial. Lots of stuff to check out. Let me know if that works out for you. I've really enjoyed this premium learning experience, and I've really enjoyed doing these sponsored bits for Skillshare. Thank you so much for sponsoring these last 5 episodes. It's been great working with you guys. And I'm sorry these episodes have been so late. Perfection is the enemy of completion. Thank you so much for watching, and please do check out the link in the description, and I will see you next time.